Dr. Stevie Mills, Stevie Mills, or just Stevie. Whichever name you use to address her, she is sure to respond with respect, grace, and a smile. Stevie holds a unique and valuable place in the world. She loves God, business, and people. She is a rare combination of expertise, compassion, and high energy integral work ethic. She is well known for her Southern drawl, loving her parents, Fred Mills and Karen Mills, and being a gifted communicator and connector. Stevie is the entrepreneur's entrepreneur. She has positioned herself in the marketplace as the visibility coach. She has a knack for supporting women of faith to get seen. After many years of fervently running from her natural flair and ability to bring the boom to the room, Stevie has come to realize she is the it girl for teaching others how to get seen and heard. She is a strong advocate for there being no more hidden figures or best kept secrets. Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Blondie's Spotlight. And today I have the amazing Just Stevie. Woo! So, Dr. Stevie, excuse me, let me put some respect on your name. Dr. Stevie, for those who do not know you, will you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, and thank you so much. I'm super excited to be here. Listen, whether it's Dr. Stevie, just Stevie, I answer to them all. And so I'm super excited to just be a woman on a mission. I really love teaching people how to get seen and get paid. That's honestly what I do. It has come a long way. I used to be the girl who wanted to not stand out. I wanted to blend in. So now, like, running a business to teach people how to stand out is definitely a move of God. So yeah, I love living in North Carolina. Definitely a Southern girl. And yeah, I've been in business since 2009. So I'm a veteran in this thing. And every year I've been like, I don't want to run a business because I never wanted to. Believe it or not, I never stole a Girl Scout cookie, nor did I run a lemonade stand. So yes, it's all been a journey.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because that was going to be the next question. For somebody who did not want to be an entrepreneur, but you've been in the game since 2009, how on earth did you choose this career industry and go into becoming an entrepreneur?
I am laughing at the word choose. I did not choose it at all. I'm like,
it chose you. The game chose you. Okay.
Yes. I always say I fell into entrepreneurship. So taking it back to when I was 30 years old, I was in corporate and I thought I had done the thing. I was like, I've arrived. Oh my God. I have the big girl paychecks, the benefits, the business cards, but I hated it. Like, I literally felt like a caged bird. And so for people who know me know I'm very free spirited. I like to march to the beat of my own drum. And so for me, corporate was like literally killing me. I got super stressed out. And at the age of 30, I had to go through 3 colonoscopies, 2 within 24 hours, 3 within 30 days. I went from a size 14 to a size 0, and I had shingles. So my goal was not to ever be an entrepreneur. You know, my father had been an entrepreneur all his life. And so for me, he was a musician on stages. I thought that's what you have to have, a skill, a talent. I didn't know anything about coaching. So I never chose to be an entrepreneur, but God just positioned me in it, and he positioned me well.
Ooh, okay. So when it comes to deciding, well, not, I'm assuming, because you said you didn't choose entrepreneurship. So then with you being the get seen, get paid coach, how did that come about?
Because my background is in public relations. And for that, you know, I've been in PR for 25 years. But the thing about PR is that we don't own the stations. I don't own the newspaper. I don't own NBC, CBS, ABC. And what I found is that a lot of people want to be on the news, but we don't own the news, and it's very subjective. So the thing is, you may or may not be on the news, and it doesn't mean that you're not great. It's just not what they're looking for. And so for me, the get seen, get paid part came when I was like, I need to figure out a way for people to own their own visibility. What can they do? And the paid portion came when I had gone through a place where I had literally gone from being evicted and everything to now becoming like a 6-figure earner.
Wow, that is an amazing story. And my background is in news, and it's most definitely like I let people know when they ask me, like, why didn't I get picked? It's they had a meeting that didn't fit with the storyline for the day. So maybe they'll call you back. It's nothing
Yeah.
personal. They
Yeah, and
need
that's the
stories and they just
thing.
didn't need yours that day. That's all.
Yes. And that's it's nothing personal, but people take it so personally. And I was like, specifically when I came up in business, we weren't on, I remember Facebook being with the EDU. So you had to have an EDU in order to even get in Facebook. That was in the Stone Ages. It
No, I
seems
come from
like.
that time too. We in the same boat. When I signed up, I
So
had to wait until I went to college so that way I
yeah,
could sign up for Facebook.
yeah. And so now it's like, grown beyond that. But back in the days where we didn't have social media, it was let's get on the news. But now is the rise of influencers and the rise of creating your own shows, creating your own platforms.
Absolutely. So, when it comes to entrepreneurship, what would you say would be one of the benefits of being an entrepreneur, or some of the benefits of being an entrepreneur?
You can write your own check. You're not going to go to a space where you have the freedom, and freedom is like this. I live my life on freedom, but it's very hard pressed to go to somebody's job and tell them you want to make six figures this year. Like that's very hard pressed. But in your business, you could set a goal to make six figures this year. And so that was the thing that I think is the greatest. You have the most flexibility, the most freedom, the most creativity. You get paid for it. I really look at business as a personal development course, with a paycheck, because when I was in direct sales and network marketing, they used to say it's personal development with a compensation plan. And it's literally about working on you. The difference between being where I was at negative $800 to now being where I've made over six figures is my mindset, like who I was, who I
Mhm.
am. Is literally not that I need to learn anything different or become anyone different, but it literally is that I have to change my mindset.
I love that. I love that. So, that kind of goes into my next question because we talked about all of the positives, but there's two sides to everything. So, what are some of the negatives to being an entrepreneur? I
The
love the
other
face. You're
side of
like,
that
I
coin,
got a
the other
list.
side of the coin. So, yes, you have the opportunity to make the six figures. You have the opportunity to write your own paycheck. Yes, you do. But there are days, honey, where you might be at negative. There are days when you're trying to make a dollar out your dream, right? There's days where you're like, oh my gosh, if this person does not buy, how am I paying rent? Like, there are days when that comes, and whew, you could be holding your breath for 30 days of the month, and then on the 31st, somebody closes. And so if you're not built for that type of life, it's not for everybody. I believe, I'm a Christian woman entrepreneur, so I'm gonna bring my faith into everything I do. But I believe that it's a calling from the Lord. Everybody is not meant to be an entrepreneur. I was like, I know I'm called towards this because it's not what I would have chosen. I would have chosen the direct deposit, Blondie. I would have chosen that. I would not have chosen let's get paid this day and then don't get paid the next day. Like that to me is like, even all these years in, it still gets to me.
Wow. So that's inspiring to know for people who are just getting started that doesn't really ever go away. I mean, you can more being that you have more experience in it, you can kind of predict your paycheck and you know what to do in order to get an influx of cash into your business like that because you've been doing it so long. But for startup entrepreneurs to just be like, oh, once I get to this point, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Dr. Stevie says no. You will be feeling that way still.
Because your business bills get bigger as you build. That was a lot of B's, but they get bigger as you build. So the things that when I started out, I literally did not need automations and systems and this and that and all this stuff. So my business bills got bigger. And then there are times where you might, we live in the information age. So there's so much information out here. There are times where you feel like you need all the bells and whistles, but you're not making the money to afford those bells and whistles. So you have to look at it from a standpoint of, like I always say, blinders, rollerblades, and headphones. You have to look at it from that place, because if you don't, you could be caught up in some stuff that you don't need.
Yes, and I love that you say that. Break that down for us. The blinders, rollerblades, and headphones.
Blinders, definitely like a horse's blinders, they'll keep you focused. If you have your blinders on, you can't look all around everywhere. Headphones to drown out all the noise, right? I'm old school, so I always say headphones. I know they're earbuds, whatever you want to call them right now, but headphones to drown out all the noise, and rollerblades to keep you moving. So you got to keep it moving. You got to have all the noise dissipate from your life, and you got to stay focused on what you are put on this earth to do.
I love that. I love that. So let's get into more about Dr. Stevie. So just Stevie, Dr. Stevie. I'm gonna call you Dr. Stevie because we're gonna put some respect on it. Okay. I'm gonna keep saying it because that was no easy feat. Okay. They don't just hand those out on the street. So what is something that people would not guess about you? A little known fact about Dr. Stevie.
It's funny because I'm such an open book. So whenever people ask me that question, I'm like, what don't they know? But I think the first thing that popped in my mind that I think most people will be surprised about, I literally am 5.5 feet. That's it. So when people see me, I think they think my presence is huge. But when I'm like, I'm literally 5.5 feet. So people always like, you're so short, you're so small. I think that's what people would be surprised about.
Because I haven't met you in person, but I didn't think that you were 6 feet tall, but I did think you were that little lady. So okay. Okay. What needs to happen for you to have a good day?
Let's sit in that. That's deep. For me to have a good day, I need to be having fun. Like it has to be something.
Dr. Stevie loves to dance, so I know dancing is a part of having fun.
Yes, it has to be something like dance or joking or talking to somebody, or that has to fulfill me. Because if not, it's very easy to slip. I mean, specifically in an online business where it's you and your computer, or, my father passed away this year, so I'm still going through grief or whatever. If I don't have fun in that day, it's not a great day.
I love that. And I feel that too, because it is, my sister had just mentioned that to me yesterday, actually, where she was like, I don't know how you do it. You go from sitting in front of your computer to sitting on your phone, back to the computer, like, I don't know how you do it. And I'm like, what else am I gonna do? Like, I'll take a moment to write in my notebook and then back to the screen. So I love that, to incorporate some fun into your day. What or who makes you the happiest?
This is gonna sound real cliche, and I hesitate because I'm like, it's the truth, but me. I make myself that because I'm the one who gets up in the morning and goes to bed with myself. So if I don't do the things to make me happy, then the rest, I have amazing people in my life. Like I do, I'm blessed in that regard. But if they all disappear or they all go away, then it's Stevie.
I love that. And that's a big part of like the self-development mindset process that you have to go through, because you have to be okay with you. And then that helps you handle rejection and things like that as well, because everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to buy. Everybody's not going to subscribe, whatever it is. So you have to like what you do, what you put out, and like yourself in order for you to like what you do and what you put out. So I love that. Now we're going to play a little game. We're going to play a little this or that, okay?
Yay, I love games.
So, okay, I like this. Is this a good one for you? I don't know if that's a good one for you. I feel like I know the answer to some of them already. I don't know, Miss Open Book. Okay, let's do... Okay, so I'll let you decide. It's in between travel or food. Which one you want to do? I'll let you.
Ooh, that's hard.
That's why I had to ask. I'm like,
I was telling somebody yesterday. I said I'm a foodie. I love food, but I love to travel too. Pick one.
The food one is basic. We're gonna go with travel for you. Okay. That was this. Okay, so this or that: pack light or overpack?
I'm laughing because I'm always asking for a professional packer. That's what I want God to bring me.
I didn't even know that was a thing, but I love that. I want that too.
Yeah. I would say overpack. Overpack.
Okay, desert or mountain?
Mountain.
Lunch in a restaurant, picnic in the park.
Child. Lunch in the restaurant. I'm not an outside chick. I've been spending a lot of time outside, but that's not where I dwell.
Oh man. Summer vacation or winter vacation?
Summer. Me and my computer will be just fine in the winter.
Indoors. Indoors. Coffee shops or restaurants?
Restaurants. I don't drink coffee.
I shouldn't, but okay. Rooftop views or street views?
Rooftop.
Rooftops are sexy.
Yes.
Relaxing or exploring?
That's a toss-up. It depends on the day. It depends on it depends on the day, honestly. But I do like relaxing. I like exploring. That's a toss.
It's a 50-50 for you, because I'm like, I could see you in the streets, but I could also see you like, I'm gonna go to the spa today. I'm just gonna chill.
I love me a good spa day.
Okay, wake up early or sleep in? This is on vacation, not a regular day.
Sleep in on vacation and in real life. I prefer to sleep in. God waking me up early, but I like to sleep in.
Oh, me too. I feel you on that one. Okay. Did I say this one already? Big city or small town?
No, you didn't. One of my favorite places is New York City, so definitely the big city.
Oh, okay. Last one, museum and sites or shopping and drinks. It says coffee, but you don't do coffee. So museum and sites or shopping and drinks.
Shopping and drinks. Tequila, thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. You put me down, but it turned Dr. Stevie up. Okay. So back to business. So I like to be very intentional about words. So if you had to start all over from scratch, or you would give advice for someone to start all over from scratch, what would be the first thing you would do or you would tell them to do?
Awesome. I feel like this year I have started over from scratch. So this is a very good question. Do what makes you happy. Do what brings you the most joy. Do what gives you the most freedom. Make sure that you are living the life that you have. We don't know the expiration date. We don't know the last minute we'll have. And I really, truly believe that we don't have the time we think we have. And so just business does not have to be that serious. Like that's the one thing I think that I probably lost sight of in this journey, that I wanted to do, like keep up and be the best and do all this stuff. Literally, I wake up now and go to bed now. Like, if I accomplish this, I'm cool. If I make this money, I'm cool. It does not have to be the 7 figures, 8 figures. That's not something that I aspire to anymore. If God brings it and He wants to drop it in my bank account, I will not turn it down. But it's not what's gonna make me thrilled to be alive.
I love that. I love that. So this was super amazing. I appreciate those tips and everything that you shared with me today. Let the people know how they can work with you.
Definitely. I'm super excited about helping people to get seen and get paid. I love, love, love this platform. Congratulations to you. Yay.
Thank you.
Yay. People could definitely stay connected to me by knowing how to spell my first name correctly, Stevii. And that stands for increased income. That's one of my friends. He let me know that. I said, okay. Yes. And so if you go to workwithstevie.com, again, workwithstevie.com, then you are able to connect with me. With some fun things happening. So I look forward to the connection. And thank you again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. If you guys want to connect with Dr. Stevie, the links are going to be down below. So make sure that you check her out, follow her, take in all of her information. You will not regret anything that she tells you. She's going to help you make some money. And that's what we want, right? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time.